You can't get rid of traffic, but you can train yourself to respond better to busy streets and highways. Leaving a few minutes early, listening to relaxing music, and driving in a clutter-free car will all help you bring good karma to your commute. I spoke with Road Ranger Eric Montalvo for a few tips. How often do you hear "I'm running late" or "I'm in a rush" as a reasoning for speeding?
Unfortunately, almost every day, especially when somebody's pulled over, you hear that, or after a crash. The reason they got into a crash was because they were in a rush.
When we think about the morning commute, we think families packing lunches, bags for after-school activity. There's so much going on. What can people do to kind of minimize that rush?
Definitely try to get prepared the night before. Definitely helps. That minimizes the stress in the morning and the rushing. You're putting yourself at risk. You're putting others at risk. Definitely try to take your time. Take a couple deep breaths. Try not to let the morning stress, the morning traffic and stuff like that get the best of you.
We all know our daily commute so well, but why is it so important to use a GPS no matter what?
You can't control traffic. If there's an accident that happens on your normal route, the GPS will reroute you and take you the safest route and the best route for you to get to work.
Staying calm keeps you safe. What are some techniques drivers can use to reduce stress?
Definitely you could try to take some deep breaths. Definitely that always helps. Take some deep breaths. Sometimes you can even also use their steering wheel as like a stress ball. Put your two hands on the steering wheel and squeeze the steering wheel and use that as a stress ball to just relieve some stress. Rather doing that than speeding down the highway somewhere and hurting yourself.
How do you want drivers to respond to other drivers' bad behavior?
I would say leave that up to law enforcement. Let law enforcement take care of those drivers. You don't want to get yourself involved in any of that, road rage or any stressful, unsafe situations and put yourself in a predicament where you can end up hurting yourself or even others. That's why it's always best just to let those things go. Just stay in your lane. Just don't let that bother you and let those drivers, let them be. Let them go ahead and let law enforcement take care of them.
For tips on how to stay calm on your commute, visit drivesmartflorida.org.